Donald Trump, Rudy Giuliani, and Mark Meadows all seemed to know that there was going to be an attack on the United States Capitol on January 6th, and that things would, quote, get real bad.
We begin today with an exchange that first provided Ms. Hutchinson a tangible sense of the ongoing planning for the events of January 6th. On January 2nd, 4 days before the attack on our Capitol, President Trump's lead lawyer, Mr. Giuliani, was meeting with White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows and others. Ms. Hutchinson, do you remember Mr. Giuliani meeting with Mr. Meadows on January 2nd, 2021?
I do. He met with Mr. Meadows in the evening of January 2nd, 2021.
And we understand that you walked Mr. Giuliani out of the White House that night, and he talked to you about January 6th. What do you remember him saying?
As Mr. Giuliani and I were walking to his vehicles that evening, he looked at me and said something to the effect of, "Cass, are you excited for the 6th? It's going to be a great day." I remember looking at him and saying, "Rudy, could you explain what's happening on the 6th? He had responded something to the effect of, "We're going to the Capitol. It's going to be great. The president's going to be there. He's going to look powerful. He's going to be with the members. He's going to be with the senators. Talk to the chief about it. Talk to the chief about it. He knows about it."
And did you go back then up to the West Wing and tell Mr. Meadows about your conversation with Mr. Giuliani?
I did. After Mr. Giuliani had left the campus that evening, I went back up to our office and I found Mr. Meadows in his office on the couch. He was scrolling through his phone. I remember leaning against the doorway and saying, "I just had an interesting conversation with Rudy, Mark. Sounds like we're going to go to the Capitol." He didn't look up from his phone and said something to the effect of, "There's a lot going on, Cass, but I don't know. Things might get real bad on January 6th.
Cassidy Hutchinson said it all. The former aide to White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows at the time of January 6th was clear in her testimony that not only did Rudy Giuliani seem to know that there would be an attack on the Capitol, but that Donald Trump was briefed on it, and that her boss, Mark Meadows, the Chief of Staff to the President of the United States, seemed nonplussed and not surprised that there would be an attack. Now, keep in mind, Hutchinson also testified that Trump and Mark Meadows and other members of the White House security team were aware that the crowd outside of the Capitol on January 6th had weapons like AR-15s and spears and bear spray. So if Donald Trump, Rudy Giuliani, and Mark Meadows were all aware that there was going to be an attack on the Capitol and they did nothing to stop it, it's almost as if they had caused that attack on their own. It's completely unprecedented for people in the highest levels of government to be aware of an attack on the Capitol at this scale and not do anything about it. This is likely just one of many explosive revelations we'll hear today during the January 6th hearings. If you want more breaking news updates and analysis like this, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. I'm Carl Gibson with Really American Media.